Million eligible voters are not registered for the 2019 elections that will be taking place on Wednesday. The IEC believes that they've played a meaningful role in educating people about the importance of voting, but still believe that more could be done. SABC reporter Natasha Phiri takes you through the do's and don'ts of voting.
The official countdown to the May 8 elections has begun, and the IEC has its work cut out for them. Voter registration rates decreased from 80.5% in the 2014 national elections to 74.5% for this year's ballot. Special votes are taking place on the 6th and the 7th of May. The rest of the electorate will cast their votes on Wednesday. Voting centres will be open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
As you know, are over 22,700 voting stations in different parts of the country. Some of these are temporary stations. Fortunately, these are less than we had before, just over 1,000. And some of them, even fewer, are going to be mobile stations because, as you again know, in places like the Northern Cape, it's really important to get as close to people as possible. So we've got all these voting stations, and people sometimes are unsure about where they need to go. And so we're asking people that they should feel completely free to phone our call centre, and immediately on phoning the call centre, and I'm going to read out the number, it's 0800 11 8000. Let them phone the call centre, and then they just give their ID, and they will be told, in terms of the address that they registered, where is the nearest voting station and where is the station that they registered at.
Each voting station has 8 IEC officials and 1 presiding officer. An IEC official will then check your identity documents and check if you registered at the right voting station. So, let's go vote. Those who have lost their identity documents and still want to vote are urged to go to their nearest Home Affairs office, where they will be assisted.
In instances, Natasha, of lost IDs, Home Affairs will be operational on the days of special votes, the 6th and the 7th. They will also be operational on election day from 7 in the morning until 2100 hours in the evening to enable a person who has lost their ID to go get issued with a temporary ID document.
The Commission, however, believes that more could have been done to encourage people to register to vote, especially the youth.
Yes, we are satisfied, but it is never enough. It's limited in its reach, it's limited in the resources available, and hence we lean a lot on media communication and in particular radio. But for younger people, social media has become the good platform to reach them. But we spend considerable time on radio because it does have a good reach for us. But we have to talk to almost 50 million South Africans when we're preparing for an election. And we hope through these mediums we reach all of them.
South Africans had mixed reactions on the IEC's voter education efforts.
I don't know anything about voting. I've never voted. I'm not interested in votes. Not now, maybe later if there will be a change. First of all, what is the IEC? Because I get to be next to vote. I get to be king IEC.
Before they gave us a chance to register, Jan, and then they came to higher institutions like in universities and still persisted us to come and vote.
I haven't registered. I doubt I'm going to vote.
I think it has because I got interested, and then I went to the nearest school. I registered, and at UJ school, they were there encouraging people to register to vote. Yeah.
Gauteng has the most registered voters with 6.4 million people, followed by KwaZulu-Natal with 5.5 million. The Eastern Cape has 3.4 million people registered, while the Western Cape has 3.1 million. Limpopo has 2.6 million registered voters, and the Northern Cape has the least amount of voters. 26.7 million registered voters are expected to cast their votes on election day. Natasha Phiri, SABC News, Johannesburg.